Oh. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Paula Ludwig with the Atlantic Institute, and I want to welcome you to Cultural Creations class today. Our Atlantic Institute is about promoting positive dialogue between different religions, faiths, next door neighbor, cultures, just having those positive dialogues. And so, with that being said, I am now going to show a short 2-minute video about the Atlantic Institute. And it can describe it way better than I can. I'm always really bad at this. All right. Share my sound.
The Atlantic Institute is a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting harmonious coexistence between peoples of various cultures, faiths, and backgrounds. We seek this goal through peaceful dialogue, education initiatives, and community organization. Our dialogue events bring together experts, community and faith leaders, and knowledge seekers to address social issues that affect us all. We feel dialogue is the most important element in peaceful coexistence, so we try and maintain several panel discussions, TED Talk events, and book clubs throughout the year. These events touch on social issues, race relations, and cultural understanding and are a mainstay of our programming. The Atlantic Institute's education events are extremely important to our mission of understanding. We want to promote socially forward critical thinking to students of all ages. To that end, we have developed programs that seek to grow the creative spirit of students and help them think about their communities and the world around them. Our Future Leaders of Dialogue event brings together nominated elite students to learn from each other as well as political and business leaders. Our art and essay contest gives students a theme about important societal issues and allows them to create wonderful works of art and writing while steering their minds towards improving their world. We're always seeking ways to educate youths and adults in order to make a peaceful world for all of us. Our community events are designed to transform neighbors into friends and groups of people into a community. By associating with other nonprofits or by our own initiative, we are always trying to discover new avenues to improve our neighborhoods, places of worship, and community centers. We host cooking demonstrations of food from other cultures, work with various nonprofits to help elevate the work of others, and try to find a way to make the lives of those who are disenfranchised or marginalized better. Building a more peaceful world starts in our backyards, so we are dedicated to improving our communities and associations. The Atlantic Institute is always seeking like-minded volunteers and collaborators. If you would like to learn more, find volunteer opportunities, or just want to chat with our staff, please visit our website at www.atlanticinstitutesc.org or follow us on Facebook. We will never run out of fun, educational, peaceful events, so come join us to help make this world a better place full of understanding and unity.
All right. So with that, I am now going to turn over our class today to our instructor, and I'll let her introduce herself. And I want to thank everybody for coming.
Should I swap? I think I should swap.
There
Can
you
you
go.
see the entire presentation, I think? So I'll be going to, oh, it doesn't go. Right, I need to swap now. Right. So hello, everyone. I think for some people, it will be good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So I'm Simona. I'll be going to teach and give kind of talking about the henna histories and benefit of henna, and also give a demo today for you people. So henna is also called most of the time, many people they call it as a mehendi. So it's a Hindi. It's the word is in Hindi language. So mehendi is a form of kind of a temporary skin decoration It's using a paste created from one plant. It's called as a henna plant, and it's popular. It's called as a henna in all over the world, I think. So the origin of mehendi or the henna is an alternative form. Before that, it is called as a mehendi. So it's basically come from the Sanskrit language. It's an old language. That word mehendi, it's called as a mendika in Sanskrit language. So it refers to as a henna plant that releases a red dye on your skin after applying it. And also from the dictionary of Urdu, it is also called as a marriage feast on the occasion of bride's hand and feet being stained with henna. So the scientific name of henna is called as a Lavoncia inermis. So in this plant, only two type of species are available. Two plants are available. That's one. This one and another is Lavoncia odorata. So where it will grow, usually in the region of henna plant grows in tropical or the subtropical region of India, Australia, Asia, Southern Asia, and Northern America. We can find these plants. And the plant requires a good amount of rain and lot of humidity. So a regular plant grows about 6.5 to 20 feet tall at a full maturity. Origin of henna art, it's started from Egypt. Earlier use of henna dye can be traced back in ancient Egypt, on some of the mummies, or to their dye on their hair, skin, nails, etc. In India, it's mentioned in the Sanskrit texts, Vedic texts of India. So it believed date back over 500 centuries earlier. And archaeological evidence points to the use of henna in the Indus Valley civilization. We can find the henna origins. So how we will prepare and how we will apply onto our hands or the body of the body parts. So first, we should cut off the leaf from henna plants and then leave it for a dry, and then you make it. You can grind it, including some oils. Usually, it will be coconut oil or some olive oils. You can add some oils and water into it. Usually, in olden days, we used to grind with this. We will have one mold and then we will grind it usually with the hands, or nowadays you can use with the mixie grinders, etc. And then keep it for a while, and then keep it in a freezer for some time, about 20 minutes, and take it off, and you can use whenever with the you can put it inside the comb, or you can put it in a smaller bottles as well, and then after some time you can apply onto your skin. And in olden days, it mehendi or the henna, it had a very rituals. It had a rituals kind of like a. It always held a sacred place in Vedic rituals or ceremonies. Usually, they call it as sanskars. Sanskars means like a cultural for a one particular region or a different particular region as well. So application of mehendi was particularly significant in marriage ceremonies where it symbolizes the prosperity or the fertility or deep bond between the bride and the groom. Usually in Indian cultures, they believe that before the wedding ceremony, they will have mehendi ceremony. They call it as a mehendi ceremony, and they will apply on a full fledged on the hand of bride and bridegroom as well. And the next day they will usually in night time they will apply, and they will remove it on the morning. And when they remove the skin of the dry henna from the skin, it will give a nice dye, and the deeper the color, it symbolizes the love between the bride and bridegroom. It will be deeper. So mehendi also was applied on the, not only on the hands but also in the several body parts, like on the pregnant woman's wombs. On that you can see very nicely done here in the pictures. So and also some status in India or in the Pakistan side, they have a different meanings on, and it distinguishes a different symbols as well. So in particularly in some states of in India, it's called Rajasthan, the mehendi designs often incorporate in peacock style, flower style. But in Gujarat, it mainly symbolizes the geometric part. They will make kind of like a sketchboard art patterns. So a different style of mehendis are Indian. There are like a three different designs are there. First one is a mehendi Indian design. They are very dense and intricate designs, and remains a part, mainly favorite part of festivals and religious rituals. They're usually it will take around 3 to 4 hours time to make a complete part of front and back side of the hand. And Arabic designs, they're popular for their unique and aesthetic style, along with the perfect blend of bold and lines, with the having a empty spaces here. You can see in the pictures, they will be very floral, but as well as they will be having a kind of like a chessboard patterns with it. So that's called as a pure mehendi, Arabic mehendi designs. And also nowadays they will mix the Indo and Arabic style of mehendi. They will be very bold patterns with the Indian style of intricate designs. With, you can see on the finger side, they are kind of like a Indian pattern designs, and Arabic designs are combined with that. So they called as a Indo-Arabic style of mehendi. So if you want, if you some people doesn't like a tattoo, so if they like it, kind of like a tattoo design, this is alternative options. Instead of a permanent tattoo, you can make a kind of henna tattoos as well. It will be really nice to see, and it will remain for 2 to 3 weeks time. So as I said, in India and Pakistan, they are like mehendi. These mehendi are the cultural ceremony. They will be used for the cultural ceremonies, mainly for the pre-wedding events. They call as a mehendi ceremony. Some festivals like Karwa Chauth, Teej, or Diwalis. The deeper the color of the mehendi, stronger the love between the husband and wife. They believe it. Now, still nowadays, they still believe it. So what are benefits? Benefits are mainly when you're applying the original henna on your hand, you'll feel very cool on your skin. That means it cools your body, and also it will blood sugar will reduces low it lowers the blood sugar. And it also some people, they will apply the paste on the hair, so it will give a very nice color to it, like kind of like a brownish color. And also it will helps to grow the hair as well. And it will give a very glossy shiny hairs, enhances the hair colors, prevents the dandruff as well. And uh, also you can apply on to your nails. It will remains almost 2 to 2 months at least. So it, and with the time it will give kind of like a um as the nail grows, it comes together with that. So around 2 months, at least it will remain. So it will improve your nail quality as well. And it has an anti-aging property, wound healing property as well. Right. So I will give a kind of demo. If you people have a cone with you, I think we have mentioned in the Eventbrite, if you can bring it, you can, when I'm doing the demo, you can also try with me. So I'll be giving the simple design. I'll be giving the demo now, right? So the basic Mehendi designs are like a dot, simple line, hums, dots, vines, floral designs. With that, you'll make a design those are the basic form of Mehendi designs. So how you'll, I think, you all able to see my color. Maybe I can stop this one, and probably you can see my paper now. So first, the simple designs dots. Usually I'll explain about this as well, the cone, how you are hold. Some people will hold the mehendi from here, or some people will hold with the thumb and this one, just hold it like this and press with the thumb. So that will be the easy way. For me, this will be an easy way to do that. So for the simple one, just pressing it, you will get a dot. If you are applying lines, so this will be dot. And lines will be just how much you want. You can predetermine previously, like how you can apply is from here to here, just to give a dot and then press all along the way. When you're pressing, it should be continuous, else you will break it when you're doing it. So it will never come like after drying it and when you're removing it, it won't come a proper coloring, and in middle you'll get a lighter color. So you should be pressing all the way from start point to end point. For the beginners, it may not you may not able to get a straight line. So in the starting itself, you can make just a very light lines. So if you're okay with that, then you can just give a longer press, deeper pressure, and then you can make a line. And then, so if we are getting a one line, and then you can make a one big arc in that, and then you can attach to that arc this way. That will be your simple design for a wrist. So that's the simple design for wrist. You can make here, that one. And next, lines with the dot. So you can make a small, very light lines, and then in between a dot, very big dot. And then if the next design is a leaf. That's the another simple one you can make. So first, for the leaf design, you can make a one line. This is for mainly you can use for the fingers. So leaf designs are bit difficult compared to dot and line or just arc designs. So when you're making a leaf, first just give one small line and then press all around how we are doing the dot similar way, and then just stretch to that. So you will get kind of a leafy design here. So one more, I'll make a bit bigger. So you can see I made kind of a dot, and then at the end I will be stretching it. So that gives a leaf pattern. So you can make it proper as well if doesn't come right away. So that's the leaf pattern. So I'm making on this leaf pattern. So just one kind of a stem and then leaf and stretch. And at the top, when you're going to the top and topwards, it will be less smaller and smaller. And at the end, one more leaf you'll get. So similar way, you can make it in the other way. But you should make in between those two leaves. So you can, I hope you can see. So that gives a leafy pattern. And what's next? Right. I think I'm not sharing the video in the show. So that's how we are making a line, and then with the arc, with the line, and then line with the top of that dotted lines, and then the leafy structures. And one more is the it's one more will be the last one. It's a drops. So that will be the similar way of dots. First you'll make a dot, and at the end you will stretch down. So if you see here, like make a big dot and then stretch it down, and neighboring that you can make another smaller dot and then stretch down to the single point, to the midpoint. So similar way you can make it smaller and smaller. When you get the horizontal lines here, make it smaller and smaller. So this way you can make a pattern similar to the presentation where you can see the drops one. So floral designs, we have like a Indian design as well as the Arabic designs. So I'll change my floral design. I'll show for first for the Indian design.
Can
But
you can you it's hard to see your paper when you have
okay.
the share screen on,
Okay, then
because it makes you so small.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Is that okay now?
Yep, that's better.
Yeah, good. So Indian design, where the first you'll have one round. If you're not able to do the round in the first attempt, nobody does that. So you can make very lighter lines, or you can do with the pen on your hand. You can draw it, and on top of that, you can make a round circle, and then you can make a kind of floral. Floral also, you have a different styles. So this is a simple one. I'm showing it here. And the another one, there is kind of like a different flowers you can make kind of this way, or you can make this way. Different designs are there in the floral as well. So I'll show the simple one. So make it round now, and then a simple box type you can make. You can even in the starting you can make a portion how much float of petals you need, like this, and then connect with those with the box type. So in Indian type it will be just how drops I have shown previously. Just you need to do that here, just one dot and then stretch it down. So similar way for the other petal you can make it. Drop and stretch it down. So you can put some kind of checks box, and then horizontal and vertical way, and in between you can put fill with the some of the checks box you can fill with the designs like this. So that's Indian one, Indian style. For the Arabic one, make around make a similar petal designs. And then one petal I can show just on the top, the edges you have to make bigger kind of thick lines, and from there just a press a little one, little, and then just drag that. So that's our Arabic one. Make it in the edges kind of a very thick lines, and then just bit of stretch with a pressing, bit of pressing and then stretching. So that gives a nice shading on your hand. These stretchings, you can make it bit very closer, or you can make it very tight as well. So it's depend on your way how you like it. And some of the other petal I can do. Some more people they will do similar to Indo and Arabic one. They will do the stretchings, and in the middle they will give a kind of dots in it. So that's the third floral pattern. I think I need to swap it. So these are the other pattern. You can do it with the drops. The third one, you can see the drops one. With the floral, you can do with the drops. So that's also simple way to do. It's gone. The third one, this one, just a drop, and then give a one round, and the arc, like previously I showed. These arc you can make it with the hem. Just give a round, and you can make a kind of four-way. You can divide, and then from there you can make a arc. That's just a tip I'm giving how you can make it easily. And then just a drop. You can also make similar way. Make a four divide from the top, bottom, right, and left, and then from there you can make one big dots. Those four dots are it should be very big, and make first that one. From there, you know how much is the circle, so you can make it kind of very line for the beginners. Like you can make line, and then from equal distance you can make a first drop, and from there you can stretch it. And the floral design, as I said, like you can make a petal in a different format. That's the third one. That's another petal format. So this is a kind of like a Indo-Arabic designs, the floral pattern. They are like of three different patterns also there. Here you can see. Right. So the second one, I can show you how to do that. Floral with the usually in Indian design, the second pattern will be usually used. So I'm going to show how to do that. Stop share. So that's called a she shape. I don't know in English what she called. Sorry about that. So first make a dot and then stretch it over this way. Try to combine. It is similar to your peacock pattern, I can say. You can make it divide like a two. If you can't able to stretch in a one single way, you can make it like a first part and second part where you can start and then join the downwards. That makes a she shape. So similar way, you can inside you can make another oval shape. And then you can fill it whatever you can able to imagine yourself. So I'm filling it just with the arc. And then I'm filling with the inside with the full henna. And from there you can build the floral. So from down, I'm making a half arc shape, and then from there you can make a pattern. 3 petals you can make, and then I'm making it. And then I'll just give a dot and then stretch it to the downwards. You can make a edges a bit thicker, so it will give a nice color while you're removing it. And the inside one, when you're shading it, here, the stretching it, it's called as a shading. So when you're doing that, after removal of from your hand the henna, the outer edges, they will give a very thick dense color, and inside it will give a very light color. So that gives kind of like a difference in that. It gives a very nice coloring. So these are the two types you can make, or you can make kind of like a dotted also inside the petals, and you can make inside the petal the sketchboard type of designs. So I'm going to do one peacock. So it's similar way to the pattern, but just in the front, you will make a 1/3 of a circle, and you will make similar to the she downwards. That's your kind of peacock pattern. So you'll make it's not a arc, kind of like a stretching of the peacock mouth, I can say. And then you can make a eye, just a dot, and then stretch over that, and then fill it over with the rest of the body. You can fill it with the drops, or you can make a pattern as well. It will look really good when you're making a pattern. So you can make arc, then give rounds, and in between you can make a big dots, and then you can make a drop again, and then lines. So in between lines you can make a straight lines in between, and then again lines, and then drops again. And so from the down you can make a wing, you can make a big R for the wings, or you can make a floral as well. As it's your up to your wish. So, or you can make like a alternative arc and petal form as well. I'm making a alternative petal and arc form, and finally you can join the at the end. And for this one, you can, it will look good for the Arabic design. So inside that, I'm making kind of like a stretch Arabic designs. So that makes, you can make in between drops again, stretching over there. So that's your peacock now, peacock pattern. So with that, you can make like a alternative, the top one again, one more peacock in the opposite side. Similar way, you can make to the top, up to top. So that will fill your like a full hand. And the sidewise, you can fill with the, you can fill with the Indian design, just like lines and arcs. That will give you intricate Indian designs. So if this is your hand, so that will give you Indo-Arabic style design actually, not the Indian design proper. So you can, in between, you can make a kind of a boundary for that. So another one, you'll get a peacock from here. So after that, if you wish, you can leave this way, or you can make like a Indo-Arabic design by making in the sidewise, you can fill with the small dot and arcs, and then cover, and again dot and arcs, cover. So that will give you a nice full hand designs. So I'm filling with that. From here as well, I'll be covering the boundaries of the peacock. So whatever the gap remains in your hand, you can fill just with the dots and lines, or the drops, you can make it. Usually drops will not suit for Indo-Arabic designs because it will give a gap in between. So you want to wish to fill your remaining gap in your hand. So it will be good to have kind of like a dot with the arc shape. So I'm just fill with those, and just to show how it looks. So I'll cover up the upper portion. This is how it looks. The kind of like a bridal designs. It will look similar to this, like a full hand henna. This is kind of like a Indo-Arabic style I have drawn. If it is a Indian style, it will be like a very intricate, that there won't be any gaps in between, like whatever I have in the gaps like here and all, those won't be there. Only similar to this pattern will be there.
Wow, that is amazing. Can you guys believe how much she did in like 15 minutes? And she was drawing sideways, holding something up. That is amazing. Any questions, anybody?
So I would like to show you. So this is my wedding designs. I have done it on my own, and this is me. And this is I have done for other bridal wedding. For the legs and hand, it takes around 3 to 4 hours to make a full hand from the front and the back, as well as for the legs. So yeah, thank you for listening. And also, if you'd like to do the classes, I usually regularly do on the weekends, like on Friday, 5 o'clock to 6. So in the Eventbrite, I have this one henna design for beginners. So I'll give the classes. You can join if you like to learn more about all the patterns, or it's my hobby. So always welcome, and thank you so much for all for listening to me and being patient.
Do you
Thank you
have a
all.
certain type of henna that you like to use? Do you have a
Uh,
certain brand?
um, usually many brands will be there, but the originals one, they comes as Nita brand, but I don't know. You will get it in the store, but nowadays I'm seeing like wherever I go in UK, you will get the chemical used one. It's a very faster way to do, but the original one, it takes around like around 1 hour to dry it. But for the chemical one, yeah, around 20 minutes it take to dry it, and just you can peel off. It's better to use always the original one. I don't know how you can able to know. It doesn't mention anywhere in the cone like this is the original from the plants, or they will mix it with the chemicals. You can ask with the shopkeepers, like whether it is original from the plants base. That will give you a health benefit as well. So I'll prefer to use only the original ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking on Amazon because I was noticing the health benefits and was like, oh, my
Yes.
daughter likes to draw, so I could have her do something on me to get the health benefits. And, and I don't have any tattoos, but I love the idea of temporary tattoos. So
Yes, I also like the tattoos, but
I get,
I doesn't like in like a lifetime to have. So I usually do the henna that
so
gives a temporary
we have a
tattoo.
question. It says, when I get the henna, the person puts sugar and water and lemon juice spray on it after it
Yes.
dries. Does
To
this help
deepen
keep it
the
longer?
darker. Yes, to deepen the darker the colors in the henna after the dry. Usually I'll apply the coconut oil, or with the sponges, or with the cotton. You can take it and dip it in the cotton and just spray. Whatever the sugar water or the lemon juice also, you can spray it to make a more darker. After applying it, after drying the henna, then you can apply those sugar water, or with the lemon juice spray, or the oils. Any oil also fine, like whatever you're using for the cooking, you can use it. And then after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then you can peel the dry henna from your hand. So that gives a deeper color in your hand. And when you're applying very near to the period time, you'll see I saw it like it will not give a very bright color when you're around 15 days to the period time, your monthly period time. It will give the very good color. I don't know, maybe scientific reason behind it. I'm not sure why it is. Maybe your body, you will try to cool it when you're getting a monthly period time. That may be the reason. Already your body will be coolant, so usually the color comes from whatever the heat generated by your body, that it will absorb and it will give the color, as I believe, but I'm not sure about the scientific reason.
Okay.
So yeah.
Any other questions, comments?
And one more thing I wanted to mention about some people have allergic to the henna. So please make sure you're not allergic to the henna. When you're applying it, you can just apply to your skin dot or kind of line first to check whether you're allergic to henna.
Yes.
So some people may have, so please be aware of that.
Most definitely. All right.
Any other questions? Always welcome.
I don't think so. I think we're done. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. I am going to stop the recording now. And I want to thank everybody. I want to thank our instructor for today. Thank you very much. It was great.
I'll share the henna for beginners class. I shared in the chat box. If anybody wish to join, you can join always.